G'day, it's Darren from Mr. Craftsmith, and welcome back to the Little Side Hustle Experiment Express, Part 2. Now, today we're going to be diving deeper into my side hustle journey and uncovering the specifics of my target markets and revealing the products I reckon will meet the needs of those markets. But before I jump into the fun stuff and share the products that I'm going to start selling, let's do a quick recap to my last episode. Now, remember how we talked about the endless stream of YouTube videos promising products that sell fast? Well, those videos are everywhere, enticing us with shiny promises of easy profits. But there's a bit of a catch. They're missing quite possibly the most crucial piece of the side hustle puzzle. But before I reveal that missing piece and the products I'm going to be selling, I just want to address this little fella down here in the corner. Apparently my last video upset some of the YouTube critics amongst us that have apparently been afflicted with that nasty condition called writer's block. Now look, I know sitting behind that keyboard, being a YouTube critic can be hard work at times, and inevitably there will be times where you are just going to be lost for words. I get it. But unfortunately though, my YouTube critic crystal ball clairvoyant Shirley is out of town at the moment and she's enjoying a vacation in the Caribbean. And a thumbs down doesn't really give me much to go on when it comes to improving my content. So all I can really hope is Godspeed. You remedy your writer's block and you'll be back to commenting sooner than you think. So just let me know down in the comments what you think I could be doing better. I'm all ears. Yeah, get it? Elephant in the room, big ears, good memory. Anywho, back to that missing piece I was talking about. Well, in my opinion, it's understanding who you're selling to before deciding on what product to sell. It's kind of like trying to solve a jigsaw puzzle you might have bought on Marketplace that came without the box. You've really got no idea where to start. And in my case, my puzzle pieces can be defined as two smaller niche target audiences. Number one, the parents of sporting kids. And number two, the booming real estate industry. So why start with sports parents? Well, it's all about the low-hanging fruit theory that I mentioned in that last video. You see, we've already got an established relationship with these parents through our existing volume photography business. They know us, they trust us, and they're already part of our community. Now, imagine trying to sell to complete strangers versus selling to people that you know. Who would you rather be selling something useful to? For me, it's a no-brainer. And by tapping into this existing relationship, I'm not only making my life easier with an established audience, but I'm also increasing my chances of success. Plus, it's a win-win situation. We get to provide them with products they need, and they get to support a local business they already trust. Cool. Cool. No doubt. So that begs the question, who are you planning on selling to if you're just getting started? Maybe you can identify your own low-hanging fruit audience that might kickstart your side hustle. So can you start to see how it might make sense to establish your target audience before deciding on what to sell? Hopefully that's becoming a little bit clearer. Now, also compare this to starting a YouTube channel. So if you just started posting random videos to YouTube, it'd be pretty hard for the YouTube algorithm to understand who you're actually trying to serve as an audience. And in the end, well, no one's going to see your videos. Now, the same thing applies to products. If you start selling a bunch of random stuff to random people, well, sure, you may sell the odd piece here or there, and you may well be happy with that. And if so, that's, well, good for you. But I prefer to take a more targeted approach. Now, if I'm going to be going to the archery range, for example, I want to attempt it with the blindfold off. At least it gives me a much better chance of knowing which direction to aim, even if I do miss. And which on the archery range is probably a very good chance. Now for the bit I know that you've been waiting for. I promised it last time, and here it is. So for the sports parents, we're just going to be rolling out a personalised skinny insulated drink bottle for the kids. Those longer ones with the stainless steel straws. Like, it's not a new idea by any means, but it's certainly been a proven idea. And not only does it make for a stylish personalised accessory and be one of the cool kids, but it also serves a practical purpose by being easily identified amongst the plethora of standard bottles. And for the parents themselves, we're introducing a personalised insulated coffee cup. Again, nothing new. I just remember those early morning cold winter game days when a hot cup of coffee is probably the only thing that's keeping you going. And an insulated coffee cup, well, it keeps it hot longer. Plus, it has that eco benefit, I guess, of reducing the single serve cups, which with this younger generation of parents just coming through now, I think are far more sympathetic towards that cause. The other benefit for both of these products is that they're always going to be out in the public view, which means there's potentially a bunch of free advertising for me with other parents huddling around that coffee van, wondering where they got that super cool cup from.
Shut up and take my money!
So again, I'm just trying to understand my audience to help better serve the problems that they might be having. Okay, so let's shift gears to the real estate industry. Well, we're going to be offering personalised cutting boards, charcuterie sort of board sets, with cheese knives and that sort of thing, and stylish catch-all trays, and there might be some key rings thrown in there somewhere along the line. So it's all about something that they can offer to the new home buyer. And it's just that personalised gesture that just reminds the customer every time that they see it of the appreciation they might have had for using their services when they bought their first home. So, these products aren't really just trinkety things. They're solutions to real-life challenges and problems. And I guess by having a better understanding of my market and aligning my offerings to that market, I'm at least hopefully setting myself up for a better chance of success in this side hustle game. So this by no means guarantees my success, far from it, but I guess I see it more as laying a foundation so that if things do get a bit wonky, and I'm sure they will, I still have a pretty firm ground underneath to help me better understand what my failings might be. Now, it may be that I don't read the market correctly, or maybe there's other problems I've overlooked. Either way, it gives me an opportunity to reflect with meaningful guidelines to improve with each iteration. Now, before we get too carried away and bore you to tears, let's just talk about what's next on our side hustle checklist. I've already established my target audience who I'm going to be selling to, and I've considered the problems and challenges that they might need to have solved. And from that, I've been able to select the products that meet both my production criteria and the audience's problem. Now, I've already hit the order button for some of the samples to make sure they're up to scratch. So what's next? Well, I'm going to take a look at that in the next video. So I do hope you join me for that one as I roll up my sleeves and dive into the nitty-gritty of production. I'll chat about the tools and techniques I'll be using to bring these products to market. I'm certainly looking forward to it, and I hope that you'll join me on that one as well. So until the next one, be creative and stay grateful. Bye for now.